Hey guys, it's Ivory. Welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I am doing this look for New Year's Eve. I asked you on Instagram if you wanted a colorful look or a neutral look, and it was pretty much neck and neck. It was like 49 to 51. It was crazy, but most of you did pick a colorful look. I know some of you are like, Ivory, that's not colorful. There are elements of color in this, okay? First of all, my lid is pink and it has holographic in it. So there are like rainbow specks, and my lower lash line is purple, okay? This can count as colorful because it is full of color. Last time I checked, browns and pinks and purples, they count as colors. So this is colorful. Okay, so maybe it's not the most colorful look, but it has elements of color in it. But when I think of New Year's, whether it's color or neutrals or whatever, I think about glitter. So I wanted a super glittery lid above all else. Like that was the most important thing, and I think this lid color is amazing. I also wanted to say that as of today, when I upload, the giveaway is officially over, and if the winners are okay with me doing so, I will link them in the description box below so you can go congratulate them. Do not hound them and annoy them or ask how they won. It was completely random. I put everybody that entered onto the computer and did a randomizer, and it just spit out any name, and that's how it worked for me. If you did not win, please do not be discouraged. There are still plenty of giveaways that I want to do as we hit more milestones, so don't worry if you didn't get this one, there will be others. But moving on to the tutorial, if you'd like to see how I created this look, then please keep on watching. Okay, so my eye is already primed. I used the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and blended it out, but I did not set it. I am first going in with the Huda Beauty New Nudes palette. I did do a video where I do 3 looks using this palette. I will put it up here if you are interested. First, I am going in with a fluffy brush, and I am going in with the shade Teddy, and this is going to go into the crease of the eye as well as the outer V right here. And it should be the most pigmented out in the outer V, and then gradually fade inwards. And once the color is laid down to the way you like it, I'm going in with a dense shader brush, and I am going in with the shade Tickle. And with this color, I'm just going to lightly blend out Teddy. And with this color, I'm also going to go past my eyebrow tail. Just for now, I'm going to clean it up a little bit later, but I really just want that shape established. Do these lights in the back bother you? I used to put them on all the time, and then I kind of stopped because I wasn't sure if it was like messing up my lighting. But if it's distracting, just let me know. With a flat shader brush, I am going in with the Maybelline Color Tattoo 24-Hour Metal Eyeshadow. It does not have a name on it. I think it's 55 inked in pink, but I'm not totally sure, so I'm just gonna have it linked in the description box below. But it is a cream shadow. It is a very muted pink, very wearable. So I'm just gonna take some with my finger first, and I'm just gonna lay down the first layer. And then once I move up higher, I'm gonna take my flat shader brush and just kind of cut the crease with this. I really like the way this color looks on lighter skin tones. I just think people with blue eyes, like for whatever reason, this one just really pops. And this is going to be our base because as you can see on this side, I have a ton of loose glitter, and I just don't want my skin peeking through. So this is just so that it looks pink throughout the entire lid. And I'm not going to take it all the way to the outer corner. I'm just going 2/3 of the way, right? And then once your base is laid down, I'm going over it with the NYX glitter primer, and I'm gonna apply that all over the lid. All right, and then for the loose glitter, which is my favorite part, I'm going in with the Cult Cosmetics loose glitter. This one is in the shade color or shade. This is in the color Barbie Dreams, and I'm going to be packing this onto my lid with the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. Now when you do this, make sure you leave a little bit of space on the lash line because you're going to be applying a wing there, and you don't want to be going over gel liner with glitter. It makes it look not as black, and you have to do more work than necessary, so avoid it if you can. All right, so the first layer of the glitter is down. It is not as glittery as this side, so what I do is I go in again with the glitter glue, and I place it right on top of the glitter that's already there, and I go in with the second layer. So once the glitter is down, I'm going in with the Elizabeth Mott tapered blending brush, and I am going in with this purplish brown right here. This is from the BH Cosmetics Ultimate Neutrals palette, and I'm gonna place that on the outer V. And with this color, I'm really just blending it in with the glitter as well as bringing it up so it creates that cat eye effect. When you are blending it with the lid, be really careful because it's not super glue, you know, it will flake off. Focus, please. I'm right here. Thank you. I kind of just jiggle it really slightly and do mostly patting motions just because I don't want the glitter to go away. All right, so once the color is on the outer V and blended in with the glitter, I'm also gonna take the same color, but this time I am using the Luxie 243 brush. And I think it's like a perfect shape to just get in a little bit inwards into the socket of the eye, but you just wanna stick it into the socket of the eye just a little bit. You could also be smart and do this step first and then apply the glitter, but I'm not a smart man. I'm gonna go back in with the tapered blending brush and just kind of make everything more seamless. And then for the wing, I'm going in with the Maybelline gel liner. This is in the shade Blackest Black. Once you have your gel liner down, this step isn't totally necessary, but it is for me. I like to set it with a matte black eyeshadow powder. This is to help because when I open my eyes and then reclose them, right here, it always smears and transfers. So as soon as you're done making your wing, just quickly set it. You don't have to worry too much about the tail. I mean, you can add it, I do, but I really focus it on just the lash line. I was getting so tired of getting a bunch of liquid liners, gel liners. So by doing this trick, I don't really have to care so much about the liner itself. As long as I set it, it stays in place. Okay, so the eyes are done for the most part. We're gonna work on our base and then come back to our lower lash line. For primer, I'm going in with the MAC Time Check Primer. I forgot I had a sample of this, but I got a sample of this a year ago, so I don't know how good this is, but it is extremely silicone-y. Kind of feels like Vaseline. Oh, it smells bad. Uh-oh. And yet for some reason I am still spraying this across my face. Don't do this. So if you have oily skin like me and you want your makeup to last for a long period of time, I would suggest actually setting your face before you even start. I'm using the Milani Make It Last. This will create a barrier so that it is a lot harder for your oils to get through. And then after the setting spray is dry, I will also go in with a little bit of loose setting powder. This is the Coty Airspun Translucent Extra Coverage, and I will take a big brush like this and I will lightly dust my entire face. This step will really help you stay matte for a longer period of time. If you have combo or dry skin, I would skip those two steps. For foundation, I am going in with both the Maybelline Superstay as well as the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. This is in the shade Natural Beige. This is in the shade Sand Beige. The two together are pretty much my perfect shade right now. And even if it's not, I'm trying to use them up because I have so many foundations that I want to get to, both to finish as well as new ones that I want to try out. And I don't want to purchase more foundations until I finish these bottles. I know a lot of people have been requesting certain wear tests from me and I want to do them, but it's just not practical of me to have 10 foundations all at once. Like, it kind of makes me anxious thinking about all the foundations that I have to finish. As of right now, I currently have 6 foundations. So before I started my channel, I only had 1 or 2 foundations at a time, but they would last me about 6 months. So 6 is a lot to me, maybe not to you guys, but I'm not sent free makeup. I am purchasing them myself, so we have to be realistic here. And what I like to do with my foundation is my first layer, I will use a round top kabuki brush. And then for the second layer, I will use a sponge and just go over the areas that need a little bit more coverage. And I'll take the sponge and also kind of pounce it everywhere just so that it really pushes it in. And it also soaks up any excess foundation so it doesn't look super cakey. For concealer, I am using the Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the shade Light Medium. And I'm gonna go under my eyes, a little bit on my nose, as well as my chin. And I do not add a lot up here and on my chin just because when I blend this out, there's always a little bit extra. So I take the extra and just apply it to the bridge of my nose, and that way they get covered. You know, you can always add more concealer, but once you add too much, the only thing you can do is wipe it away. So I'd rather just build versus adding a lot initially. And then I'm going to quickly set my entire face using the Coty Airspun. For a lot of people, including me, I feel like translucent powder, even though it says translucent, it still lightens up my foundation. So instead of setting my face and then going in with a pressed powder and adding color back, I just get a foundation that's just a tad darker than me so that by the time I set it and wipe it away, it is my perfect shade. So sometimes you'll see me putting on foundation and you're like, it looks a little dark on you, Ivory. I do that on purpose because when I set it, I know it will get lighter. And while my face is baking, I'm just gonna quickly do my brows. I'm using the ColourPop Precision Brow Pencil. And then once the brows are done, I'm gonna move on to my lower lash line using the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the Bling Boss palette. I'm going in with Gem. It is this metallic purple. And with an e.l.f. eyeliner brush, I am going to tightline my lower lash line. And then to smoke it out, I'm going in with a dense shader brush, and I am gonna go into Raw. And with this color, I'm also kind of bringing it upward so that they connect. And then lastly, I'm taking a pencil brush, and with the BH Cosmetics Ultimate Neutrals palette, I'm going in with this frosty off-white yellowish color, and I'm going to add this to my inner corner as well as my brow bone. All right, so now the eyes are done. All you need is some lashes and mascara, or just some mascara if you have great lashes. I do not. I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush and dust off the rest of the powder that is left over. Next off, I'm going to contour. I am using the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I really thought I would finish it in 2018, but I guess not. I feel like it has looked like this for months now. Have you ever watched the movie 50 First Dates with Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler? Like every single night when she sleeps, her family adds like a little bit more shampoo and like undoes everything that she creates. That's how I feel with this bronzer. Like every single night when I go to sleep, someone is adding more product and pressing it so that I never finish it. Right, and then for blush, I'm actually gonna go in with the Huda Beauty palette again, and I am going in with the shade Tickle. I have been using this for blush every single time I use this palette. It is just so pretty. You gotta be a little bit careful though, because right next to it is glitter, so just watch out for that. Okay, I'm just gonna carve my cheekbones really quickly and clean up the bronzer. I'm gonna also add it to my nose. And while this is baking, I'm just gonna quickly go off camera and add some mascara and lashes. Okay, so lashes are on. I'm gonna just quickly set my brows. I'm using the Maybelline Fiber Volumizer. So next I'm gonna just wipe away the bake, and I like to mix it in with my blush just so that it looks like I'm more blushing from within versus blush is sitting on top of my face. So mixing this with the blush just makes it look a little bit more natural. And I learned that from Wayne Goss, so you know it's legit advice. For lips, I'm going in with the Sephora lipstick. I don't think there's a color on here. I will try to find it and put it in the description box below for you guys. Now, I'm just using this color because it looks nice with the lips. If you are planning on kissing someone that night, I don't suggest using this because it will transfer. Some great liquid lipsticks that have great staying power: Maybelline Superstay, Wet n Wild Catsuit, Milani CoverGirl Outlast, ColourPop, all great alternatives if you want a nice lip that has a lot of pigmentation and will stay on throughout the night. Also, as nice as this color is, it smells like crayons. All right, and then to lock it in place, I'm using the Milani Make It Last. I haven't tried a lot of drugstore setting sprays. I usually only like to buy one setting spray at a time. If you know of a really good drugstore setting spray that helps your makeup stay on longer and also keeps you matte, please let me know. And this is the final look, guys. I hope that you enjoyed. I know my hair looks different. I did do a tutorial on how I curl my hair because a lot of you have asked. If it is not up by now, it will be the next video that I upload, so just hang tight. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I post new videos every Wednesdays and Sundays and post occasional bonus videos throughout the week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!